our next fight, I'm very excited to see the Wolf. I've heard about the Wolf. I've yet to see the Wolf fight personally, so I'm incredibly excited to see him. And I know he's a star of Mike Perry's Dirty Boxing. He just came up just short for the heavyweight title in his most recent. First of all, bare knuckle fighting heavyweight championship. That's what he just fought for. That's bananas. So I'm excited to see the Wolf.
I had Mike Perry on my show, and he loves the Wolf.
Okay.
I talked to him before he had fought for the championship. The Wolf, I mean, if you want to think of a comparison to the Wolf, if you haven't seen him, think of a guy like Josh Hogan in the UFC. He is just a bombastic, outgoing, kind of crazy character.
Okay.
Talks a lot. I mean, he's got skill. He just fought for the championship in Dirty Boxing.
I was watching his promos, the Wolf.
Yeah.
He's a madman.
Crazy.
He's an absolute madman.
Absolute maniac.
He's out of his mind.
Maniac.
He's a madman.
Yes.
Especially if you're fighting, I mean, again, bare knuckle boxing, that is hardcore. That is some hard stuff. And at heavyweight, it's just brutal.
I mean, don't blink. You don't want to blink.
That's a good point. Now, when you say you had Mike Perry on your show,
yes.
So what's your show?
My show it's Our Bleepin' City. My show name, Our Bleepin' City, Mikey Two Guns. If you want to look me up, Mikey Two Guns, M-I-K-E-Y.
All right, Robinson Perry, known as the Wolf. So wait till you get a load of him. If you haven't seen him, he's a madman. So Mikey Two Guns. I'm sorry, Mikey. What was the name of the show again?
It's Our Bleepin' City, and it's fitting that we're doing this telecast here from Fenway. The inspiration for the name of my show was after the marathon bombing, when David Ortiz in this cathedral right here said, "This is our Bleepin' City," and that's what inspired the show. So
nice.
I cover all Boston sports.
Nice.
A lot of combat sports, a lot of boxing. I travel to cover a lot of the BKFC fights.
Okay.
It's
very cool.
A lot of combat sports. Boxing is my first love, though. I grew up, in the 80s and 90s watching,
Great
the
time.
classic
Great
guys.
time to grow up watching boxing.
Yeah, I mean,
great time.
But yeah, Our Bleepin' City. Catch it on YouTube, Instagram. Got to have you on the show sometime, Todd.
Yeah, I'd love to. Love to be on the show. All right, so while we are waiting for the Wolf, we got the Wolf, we got Ayo Martinez.
Bam, and they call him Bam Bam.
Bam Bam. Now Ayo was he was a solid amateur in New England.
I saw his I think it was his debut in fairly recently, Oceanside. I forget the name of the venue, but
all right, here comes
here it is.
The Wolf.
Yep.
So, just to be clear, the Wolf is the one on screen on your left. The other Wolf is not fighting. We've got Robinson Perez, the Wolf, 3-3, age 33. I like that. Good with numbers.
He should have came in wearing a Larry Bird jersey.
Oh man, that's a missed opportunity. Let's hope that is the Wolf's only missed opportunity.
A local guy fighting out of Worcester. I believe he's from Southbridge originally.
A wolf. Looks like a wolf.
I know the back flag is the Puerto Rican flag. I'm not sure the front one.
I don't know the front one either, yeah. For some reason I want to say Ghana.
It does look like Ghana.
Yeah. But I'm not sure.
Well, he looks relaxed, I'd say that.
So when we talk about, hold on. Now, Ayo's interesting, too, because he trained under Martin Grealish, an excellent trainer, and he trained under DeLuca, Mark DeLuca, another excellent trainer. So this guy's got a good pedigree. He now trains under Roland and Jason Estrada. And again, great trainers. So this is going to be you got a very tough wolf and a very, very skilled and well-trained Ayo Martinez.
And then what makes this fight so intriguing, two fighters with just one-punch knockout power.
Wow, look at Martin's a big guy.
Yeah.
Bam Bam for sure.
And he's earned that nickname.
Big dude, and he's relaxed. So what you mentioned before about the being relaxed coming to the ring.
Right.
These guys are the epitome of what it is to be relaxed coming into the ring. The Wolf gets more of a warm-up as he's dancing around in the ring a little bit. And also, when you come into a ring, you're going to move around the ring a little bit, not just for show. You want to know what that ring feels like.
Yeah.
So you're looking for divots, you're looking for any sort of bunching up of the canvas.
Tightness of the ropes?
Yeah, tightness of the ropes. You're looking to see what's going on in there.
Your next contest is scheduled for 4 rounds in the heavyweight division. This bout is proudly sponsored by Fitzgerald Home Interiors. And your referee in charge of the action is Dean Galbianco. Introducing boxing on the blue corner to the right. He's wearing black with red, yellow, and green, and weighs in at 252 pounds. Here's the record: 3 victories, 3 defeats, with 1 win by way of knockout. And punches from Southbridge, Massachusetts. Please welcome Robinson Perez.
The Wolf. And there's the howl.
Across the ring, boxing out of the red corner to my left. White purple and weighing 232 pounds. Undefeated as a pro. 2-0 with both of his wins by way of knockout.
Heavy hitter.
Right here, Boston, Massachusetts. Please welcome Ayo Martin.
We got big punchers, big, strong men here. And you can see the sweat, like you were saying earlier, they both got that glow. Look at the Wolf.
Todd, what do you think of the size of this ring? Is this a fairly small ring, big ring, or enormous size?
It's a normal size. It does appear small with
It
these
almost
guys
looks
in
small.
it.
That's what I was going to say.
It looks small
these
with
guys
these
make
guys
it look
in
small.
it. And here we go. Notice Ayo establishing that nice jab. Just the night you want to establish that nice jab and push him out, work that jab. Again, you're not allowed to push. I like a good push to create space. Let the referee tell you not to do it. George Foreman did it, made a career out of pushing people.
Great point. You do it subtly enough.
You do it subtle. So I like the way Martins is establishing the jab, and the Wolf the Wolf wants a fight, and I like that Martins wants the box. Wolf's got a nice little guard there. And again, for big guys, if you watch Wolf, the Wolf moves very well for a big guy. And Ayo's, you know what? Martins is pretty fast for a big
I was
man.
just going to say that. I was going to say his speed really.
He's got some
stands
speed.
out.
Look at that. That jab's coming fast.
Yeah.
The danger is he brings the jab back low. So if you watch, that jab comes back low, and the Wolf wants that overhand right. So I think he's going to wait for that jab to come back low like that, and then boom, overhand right. Nice jab by the Wolf. Ooh, nice one, too. And there's that attempt at that overhand right, and I think that should definitely follow the jab. So you think that's what his corner sees, and his corner will probably advise him of that. Martins,
You've got a good back and forth fight.
yeah, this is
going
a
on
very
so
good
far.
back and forth. Martins in the beginning was moving more, so his sort of real estate has shrunken, and I don't know if the Wolf has cut him off, or if Martins just has made the decision to nice little flow roll there for Martins.
Nice one. Oh.
And we got a little
Bam
wobble
Bam,
here.
he stunned him a little bit.
The Wolf's coming on.
Would you try to look to
Oh,
tie him up?
100%. You don't let a 252-pound guy just tee off on you.
Right.
You tie him up. This
Another great shot.
is unacceptable.
Yeah,
because
he needs to either
tie up.
or even just take a knee to gather your senses.
You could take a knee. You're best off tying up.
Oh, another great shot. Bam Bam's in trouble right now.
Bam Bam he's in big trouble. That's it. That's it.
Okay. That was wow.
Wow.
What a statement.
That's just a big statement. What a patient fight by the Wolf. Found a spot, went to open up, and opened up. Just a well-timed and delivered fight. Very well-timed, very well delivered. Just great work by the Wolf.
You know, and you got to give the Wolf credit for a fighter that is so wild and crazy outside of the ring. He came with some real.
And it was that overhand.
Yeah.
And that's a swoopy little overhand.
It was.
And yeah, look at just Martin's chest. No legs under him.
Yeah,
what we like to see after a knockout like that, he's on the stool, which so he's able to sit up. They're going to take good care of him.
Well, credit to the Wolf too. He potentially could have gotten in with another finishing shot there.
Yeah.
He saw he was done and let him fall.
Just excellent round.
I'd say statement win. You can see why Mike Perry was so high on this kid. He came out, showed power. And Bam Bam came out. It's not like Bam Bam came out and laid down for him. He came out, strong work in that jab. The Wolf kind of took what Bam Bam gave and came right back, even stronger and made quite a statement with that finish.
I had thought so. When the fight started, my bias clicked on.
Yeah.
And I thought, Martins is the better boxer. And I'm like, I think Martins can win this long. And then as it sort of starts to develop, then I'm seeing the Wolf had very good movement.
Right.
Then I saw that jab hand coming back low, and then I saw an attempt at that overhand.
Great point. Yeah.
And then I started thinking, well, because again, I've never seen the Wolf fight. I didn't know if he would just balls to the wall and just
you didn't know what you were going to get. It was such a wild card.
Yeah, and then he was very patient and intelligent.
Yeah.
And paced himself well. It was just a very good. I liked what you said, a statement victory.
Yeah.
I think I like that expression, and I think that's a very good expression.
Bam Bam's no joke. Bam Bam has great power. He's great amateur career. He had some statement wins his first couple pro fights. He's no slouch.
Yeah.
So to do that to Bam Bam says a lot. Says a lot about the Wolf.
It is some good sportsmanship. I like Martins comes over to the other corner.
And credit to Bam Bam, he came to fight.
Yeah. Again, for the folks at home, on your right is the Wolf, on the left is the mascot.
We have the time, 2 minutes and 43 seconds of the first round. Referee Gino Bianco stops this contest. The winner by knockout victory, Robinson Perez.
What a great win.
That was great.
The Wolf's for real. You know what? Really great. I liked what I saw. I really liked what I saw. I expected sort of more wild man.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I was wrong. Just a very, very good fight.
I know that's got me hungry, want more.
Yeah, I want to see him again. I definitely want to see him again.
Any good local heavyweights come to mind that you might see him fight?
So I'd like to see him with PJ.
Oh,
I think that would be interesting.
That would be a great fight.
And I'd like to see too.
What a contrast of styles that would be.
I sort of want to see him with Harold Roy.
Oh yeah.
Now the thing with Harold Roy, you would think that the Nolans hate Harold Roy because they put him in with killers. They do not hate Harold Roy. The Nolans love Harold Roy, but they put him in with killers.
Yeah.
And I would like to see him in with the Wolf. I think that would be interesting. So again, I'd like to see him with PJ, and I'd like to see him with Harold.
Harold's such an inspiring guy. Mid-40s, looks like he's 25. It looks like RoboCop the way he's built. A lot of power. That would be, I think, another great matchup. Harold Roy has got a huge test tonight.
Yeah.
Fighting, Cassius
Shady.
Who was a massive, big-time prospect within the Top Rank organization. He had a couple down fights, but that's going to be a huge test for Harold.
It's going to be huge. All right, let's kick it off to Rob.
Tell me all about that extreme knockout.
Good.
I couldn't have done it without my team, my coaches. Shout out Kim Right. I got like 6-7 sponsors. Y'all know who you are. I fuck with y'all. I appreciate y'all. The Wolf back. If y'all know, we took a knockout last fight, but we came back strong. We work hard. We don't give up. You put God first and put God before anything. You put Him first. All glory to God, and you'll be successful in whatever the fuck you do. I guarantee it.
Outstanding. That was Rob Perez. Thank you, Rob.
I came out, I saw all